Some people are calling it the Mississippi Miracle, and it really is an incredible story. The state is now ranked 16th nationally in education. We were 48th back in 2014. Mississippi is up significantly in several key categories. Gulfport School District Superintendent Glenn East is right here right now in the studio to talk about this major accomplishment. Glenn, good to see you, and thanks for joining us.
Good to see you.
You know, I'm surprised more people aren't talking about this. I think this is a national story. It's a remarkable story to just imagine Mississippi has moved so far so quickly.
It is a national story, and we're getting a little bit of coverage, but it's good to know that the hometown folks here really want to hear about it. So it's pretty impressive that 10 years ago we started on this journey with Dr. Carey Wright, State Superintendent, and here we are today, 16th in the nation on that child find based on the NAEP scores. That's wonderful.
So, I mean, if you look at it just last year, we were 30th.
Yes, sir.
So from 2024 to right now, we jumped that many spots. What is behind what made this happen?
So first, let's make sure we remember we've got some great teachers in our state. The biggest thing we did was we moved our reading programs to a program that is based on the science of reading, not just the old flashcards that you and I used to use to memorize words back in the day. So we're spending much more time on phonics and graphemes and what makes up a word, the prefixes, the suffixes, things that we learned in school, you and I, but were, again, flashcards. This is getting students into the sounds of every letter, and then that turns into being able to read quicker, and that increases comprehension.
So reading proficiency, we talked about that. Actually, in that fourth grade level, ranked 9th in the country. Math proficiency has just gone through the roof in Mississippi. What's behind that?
Again, I think you've got a lot of teachers with a great deal of staff development. The Department of Education sponsors academic coaches in reading and now in math. So just those influx of people going in and working with teachers on how to teach the skills from the state level down to the district level. Districts are buying into curriculum specialists more than ever, trying to make sure we understand how to teach mathematics. And I also will tell you, we moved away from just plain old memorizing math, and those word problems that you and I used to skip, those are important now. So the thinking of math is more important now than it used to be.
So you get to this bar, and it's a challenge to kind of remain there, but you don't want to stop there. You want to keep going and keep moving up.
And the way you do that is with our state tests, which people want to talk about one way or the other. You continue to raise that proficiency bar. You continue to push school teachers and administrators, which then in turn push students further than they believe they can push themselves.
So, and finally, one other big key takeaway from these latest numbers is that Mississippi's graduation rate has gone from 75% to 89.2%, which is more than the national average. That's important, graduation rate.
Very much so. And also remember, you've added those 4 you have to pass tests: English, biology, U.S. history, and algebra. That helped push that graduation rate forward.